It's our favorite rocket ship. Flying through the sky, little lights.
Okay, damn, it's been a while, so forgive me if I kind of like take a slow approach at this. So it breaks my heart. The last session didn't capture you guys at all. Thankfully, it's like our shortest one, but like the Discord needed to be changed. I didn't adapt to this setup from the move, and it's just my dumbass is the only one you can hear the whole time. Which sucks because
No one wants to hear you talk.
013 had a moment. Well, it's not about me. It's about Riley's character. So sorry, Riley. That sucks.
Well, yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, that was between, anyway, especially with Tim and I's conversation towards the end as well. So it's all good though. I mean, we remember it.
To be fair, that was a pretty important conversation.
It was. Yeah, that's why it feels extra bad.
That wasn't important, but also we
so it just didn't record in general, or it didn't stream.
No, it streamed and everything. It just it didn't like my settings didn't have Discord on the right channel, so it didn't capture. It didn't capture any of my system sounds. Just the one mic.
Damn.
Yeah. R.I.P. Oh, there's some things I wanted to tackle. Oh, okay. I'm sorry it's been so late into the campaign, and I'm just now bringing it up. I've meant to bring it up a couple other times, but it's just like completely slipped my mind. Do we want to do shit like inspiration? Do we want to have that be a mechanic?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
So I was thinking of... What's up?
No, I have these cards from this one fucking Kickstarter thing, whatever, but it came in the box, but it has like specific like inspirations for which type of like inspiration it gets. Okay. That makes any sense. I can talk to you afterwards about it if you want me to like, leave them at your place.
We can do a deep dive.
I don't want to undermine this because that's his request, totally entitled to it. My preference was kind of the opposite because, in my experience, this is just me. It could be different for every table. The more inspiration types and the more complex the system, the more complicated it gets. Personally, when I run, I just give everyone one at the start, unless the system has specific rules about it.
Well, that's what I want to talk about. I mean, to be honest, I was going more of a homebrew approach. Something. I think simple is smooth, and smooth is good. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about it and get everyone's input. So I was thinking,
I'm okay with
if you want,
they should be rare if it happens.
We could, I want them to be rare. And then the other one's like story points. Where you can like re-roll something and you take that roll. We could do that as well. In addition, or like inspiration.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be like is that not what inspiration is?
I've seen the two used in different ways, where story points are. Huh?
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I mean I can't remember the differences between them now, but like story points in the game that I was playing were cheaper basically. And then inspiration was something where you could like turn the tables. I mean, I don't know. So we can just call it just the inspiration then.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, I mean if you want another system, I actually did something like that for my campaign where the players could change one element of the story to suit their like certain action. Once it was a very rare thing, so I think I understand what you mean.
Yeah, but I'll probably go with the re-roll. But I'll say you can have 3 at a time, and I'll say since we're just I kind of like the idea of being able to choose. They're gonna be rare. So when you do the re-roll, if your previous roll happened to be better, like you have like a 12, but you want it to be higher, and then you roll like a 1, you can choose to just take the 12.
Oh my god, Matthew's game is not. You take the low one.
I know.
You reroll.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a different game, different DM.
Oh, I know.
And I've played.
I'm not throwing him under the bus with that. I think it's funny.
But and then moving forward to everyone having inspiration, do you guys just want to start now moving forward? Everyone has one, or do you think we should like retroactively add points to people for accomplishments, or just start at 1 with everybody?
That one's kind
one for
of.
everybody is my
Okay,
assumption.
I was gonna say
Okay, yeah.
that one was kind of on you. Were you wanting to
Well, I'm
tie
getting
it
your
more
input.
toward? Yeah, so were you wanting to tie it more towards like we gain up to a max of like say 3, just as an example. We gain.
Here,
it
I'll do
through-
this. I'll do this. You guys defeated Og. I'll just say everyone starts with 2 from this point forward.
Okay.
So you guys,
Who?
you have one that you started with, and then you guys
Ooh.
made an accomplishment. You guys all got.
Dude, I'm using it
Once,
right
so-
away.
So like you fuck up a dialogue that's really important that you need to succeed on, and you want to use an inspiration for that, you can. Shit like that, or a really important attack roll, whatever. Does that work? Sound good?
On an
Sounds
attack
good. Sounds
roll,
good.
hold on, are we-
Sounds
is
good
it
for me.
And then I
anything,
expect
or
you guys to keep track.
Is it
What's
only
up?
for chats?
What's up?
Are you saying this is for anything, or is this only? For
No, I want it to be
chats?
malleable. It's kind of up to what you guys want. Anything you have to roll a d24, basically.
Right on.
So
Yeah, so maybe Riley can stop getting such shit ass rolls on his attack.
That will not
Real.
happen.
honestly,
Critical
I'll
miss.
re-roll 20.
Slightly
I'll
less
re-roll
critical
20
miss.
times. It won't. Yeah, it won't matter. I have Baldur's Gate 3 rolling. Yeah. On
Alright.
honor mode. 3 or lower.
XCOM 2 looking ass.
I know, right? Miss on a 91%.
Okay, Shadowheart.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, who's
Dude,
doing the
Shadow
crickets?
misses everything. I swear to God. Fuck
It's gotta
Shadowheart.
be Sean or
Fix your
Anyway.
stats, bro.
And he have.
what's up?
What about me?
Someone of you,
So
one
they
of you
said
bitches.
fuck
was doing
Shadowheart, and I
crickets.
said many have.
I have.
One of
Absolutely,
bitches
I'll do
doing
it
what?
again.
I'll fucking do it.
Funnily enough, I've actually never romanced Shadowheart. I've always started
Wild.
campaigns meaning to, and then somebody else, I'm like,
I'm working on
Well,
Carlac.
yeah, pretty much. It's like I always start with Shadowheart, and I'm like, but I love Karlach too much.
Just play shit as Shadowheart and Romance Carla.
Best of both worlds.
There, oh, that's a good idea.
you get both sides.
Hell yeah.
Okay, well, while Rox,
But
once he's in
right?
the fucking wilderness, I guess we'll go ahead and actually get started.
I mean,
One
you can
more
hear me, right?
thing-
Like everything's
yeah, I can hear.
good.
What? What?
Good.
Okay.
Shut up.
One more thing I did want to actually retcon was and this was like just a short circuit in my brain from all the excitement. So the items, some of the magical items from the tomb with the necromancer, I was just like, oh yeah, here's your wand of missiles and this and that. But in reality, you'd find these things and not necessarily know what the fuck they are, what they do, etc. So I'm gonna go back to that, where you found these items. You kind of everyone has the ones that they picked, but you don't exactly know what they do yet.
Right.
Are we still
Because none of
following the it's up to you. By raw, if you attune to an item, you know at least like the attunement abilities. I don't know if you still know them or if you want to like say they don't.
Yeah, you can attune. I'd say you can like learn about the item itself by attuning.
Does that work for items that don't require attunement, like beads of force?
No,
think that really
no.
requires
If you because those need like command words and shit like that, you'd have to actually know what they are.
No, and you can roleplay that or ask about it or use a detect magic spell or kind of whatever behooves you, or just fucking try and use them in battle. It'll make it fun. So
Just throw it like a grenade and hope for the best.
well, fuck it.
You'll
What
let
do-
us
What do these do?
you'll let us use time and use like a roll check for learning it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We throw a bead of force and we see that it just vibrates,
Okay,
and we're like, oh, it's an anal bead of force. Okay.
Oh, it's a vibrator.
These are butt beads.
Why does it smell? Oh God, it's used.
Do you guys see the butt
What's
plug?
that smell?
Well, you know where you found it.
There's a thing in Lethal Company. I don't know if it's fake or not, but like a mod that connects to a butt plug. So when you're scared, it like vibrates or something.
What the hell?
Chess Champion Edition. That's how they're cheating at chess, man.
That's actually a thing. Matthew's not
right.
bullshitting.
Who's doing the fucking crickets?
Probably the person who's literally walking through
Probably the
woods
person
as we
outside.
speak.
The person in the forest, most likely.
I'm gonna boot her. I'm just kidding.
No, it's in my house. It's right next to the street. It's right.
I'd like to get
Oh,
started.
stop.
Yeah, let's get started.
started.
I got you out adventuring in real life. I don't know what that green shit is in the back, but it looks gross. Fucking mechanical crickets.
It's called grass, Colton.
That's called grass?
Look
I
at
don't-
That's
that.
grass.
I actually,
What was that?
I don't
There's
think
fucking
I don't
Pokemon.
see your screen. I'm just being shitty. I have no idea what
That
you're
looked like
looking
a
at.
giant
To be honest-
tarantula that just ran across the fucking screen because it pixelated for me.
Yeah, I just saw
That
like
was
a
like
large
some
creature
honest,
Yeah,
crossing
just like
her path.
To be honest, the real adventure
Roxy's
was
getting
scratching
attacked by a.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Goliath
The
bird eater.
outside is so loud.
Oh my god, it's not that bad. Y'all are dramatic.
You were saying?
I said the real adventure was scratching the back of my calf and wondering if I got AIDS at that hoarder home yesterday. See right
Basement
there?
AIDS?
What the
Basement
hell?
AIDS. Scratchy, scratchy.
I've seen
Damn, I
AIDS.
think-
That's AIDS.
Yeah.
GG, you got it.
That's
Terminal.
like
GG.
super
That
AIDS,
AIDS now?
actually.
It's terminal.
Not just positive. You're HIV positive.
HIV positive.
You ready?
I'm not
Be honest,
positive.
commercials
Dive
now.
in.
Yes, I'm ready, bro. Oh my
Are you
God.
sure?
Yes!
You're gonna roll your die.
Yes!
Okay.
If Roxy gets arrested in the background because she's screaming like a lunatic,
That'll be
I'm
the
gonna
stream.
I'm just
We'll just
gonna
go to
let off.
that. Yeah. I'll blow her up.
Stop!
and just
It's a
watch her
commercial!
back
Yeah, full screen arrest.
up. Just call an attorney. Don't say anything. Alright. I'm gonna begin now.
Screen
In,
you
Go
made
for
right.
it.
in lieu of adventures outside and fucking crickets. Don't get attacked. She's gonna get rabies or something.
where
Something,
are you
crazy,
going?
something crazy is gonna happen. Anyway,
Bear.
Roxy, you being an adventurous right now is incredibly distracting.
Literally
That's
just
awesome.
doing the most D&D thing, guys. It's okay.
Tell her phone
She's-
dies because she's running
It just means
Discord,
I'm the main
Amazon,
character. It just means I'm the main
D&D.
character.
Find one of your cousins.
Alright. No.
All right,
You
so
muted yourself.
thank God. The last we left off, it was a briefer session, but you guys were traveling south away from the ancient tomb where you defeated the necromancer. You had emerged from the forest and paid Fizzbang a visit. 013 went in alone to speak with him, breaking the fucking door again, which prompted Fizzbang to pop up back up, and they spoke a little bit, and Fizzbang decided to take him down to his little cellar workshop, where he showed 013 something akin to himself, and it had an engraved chest piece, kind of like him, but more slender, and these kind of like purplish, bluish armor sections. 016 was carved into its chest, and they talked. Fizzbang kind of remarked on 013's development, and pointed out that he has like things that he feels and strives for, and just kind of not just a toaster. And he didn't know anything really about the grimoire, and then he sent 013 on his way. And then you guys made the trek toward Noviodak. I'm missing something. There's an interaction with 013 and Severon here that I'm spacing out on.
Basically, he told me what you just said, and then he asked if I helped him, he would help me.
Yeah, and then to keep it a secret from the rest of the group for the time being. That was the other big thing. Just tell nobody until 013 felt that the time was right. But yes, that's the gist of it.
Right, and Fizzbang also gave 013 a like a teleportation stone. That's basically one way. They're one of two, and you can use one to get to the other. Fizzbang said that
013 had also. Sorry, your 013 had also instructed Fizzbang to seek out Ser Astor in Noviodak, which is theoretically their base of operations, his base of operations. In case there needed to be a message that if anybody could reach him or reach them while they're on adventures, that Ser Astor would know how to do so because they'd done it once before.
Right. Yeah, and that wouldn't be a too much of a travel for the gnome. He's got some mechanical help, but regardless, it is about 9 p.m. Kind of a cool evening breeze sweeping through as you approach the large wooden walls that you are becoming familiar with, known as Noviodak. And I'll let the party take it from here. Whoever wants to approach and get this thing going.
I believe we were long resting before we made it there. That's why Sevron and 013 had that conversation. So we would have been.
Did you long rest into morning?
Yes, to then walk into the city. We were about an hour out of the city.
We stopped.
So
you
were gonna rest
before
getting there? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's morning and you're an hour away.
Give or take, around an hour, yeah.
Okay. Then, I mean, unless you guys want to do any kind of morning activities or interactions, I can pass time, but I'll let you guys kind of tell me which way you want to go.
Sitting there meditating, setting up my spells.
No, the only thing I would do is trying to figure out what this item I got was, but I'll just do that when we get to Noviodak.
And which one do you have?
Wand of missiles.
That's what I thought. Okay. Cool magical wand. Cool magical wand for the fire boy.
It's not Biss on my level. Totally not.
All right. Well, I'll just pass time then. You guys are. It is in the morning, probably around 9 a.m. when you guys show up to the closed gates of Noviodak.
Still leaving a trail of rations, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I would say you've run out of your rations by now, considering it was how many miles?
I'll help him. I'll use my rations too.
You weren't aware of this, so if you guys want to,
I'll give him.
Nobody was aware.
The rest of the ones I have.
Yeah, I mean, I had a full day's
true.
worth of rations available to myself, and since I don't eat, kind of figured a full day, that's 3 square meals.
Maybe you have some left, yeah.
I don't need any.
I don't know
left
about
by the
square
end of it,
meals.
just enough.
Okay, sure. You still have your trail going.
Round meals, whatever. Triangle meals, whatever fucking shape.
Triangles.
Listen, shapes give you PTSD. Who's
No.
Don't even start. Don't even start.
The square goes in the square hole.
What does that mean?
I understood exactly what you said the moment you said it.
Fucking pain, man. All right, party.
In we get, I guess.
Yeah, let's go.
I think the first place we need to go is. I think we're just gonna beeline it to Ser Astor.
Ser Astor, yeah. Let's do it.
Tim's gotta kill someone.
Tim did kill someone.
Yeah, not everyone knows that. Okay.
No, in character.
Yeah,
I know that.
I do have to kill someone.
But the party does know that. Like.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Okay, so I would say you approach the gates, you knock, they recognize you from before and think better of challenging you guys this time and allow you in. And you're going where from here?
Right, Ser Astor, his mansion, right? He's got a house.
Yeah, he's got a
Isn't that where he set up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just to re-clarify, he's also sheltering the woman we saved, right? Or is
You
that
left
a
her
different
you left
place?
her at the infirmary almost 5 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You did ask
Still with
him
the
to like
healer.
watch over her. But you guys have been gone for a while.
Moving on, yeah. All right, perfect.
Probably check in on her eventually.
Yeah, so I'd say you guys approach and give a knock to the
How's
door.
the town looking? Anything kind of changed? Anything different? Does it seem like it's like the same as when we left it a week ago, or?
Pretty much the same. Yeah, people just kind of go about their business, moving firewood around. Like there's a cart of supplies kind of making its way west, kind of southwest out of the town. Just normal everyday.
Seem
folk
like the
stuff.
usual suspects hanging around. I know we didn't
Yeah.
spend a whole lot of time in town, but
Yeah, there's like some
seems
kids.
like
Yeah, some kids chasing each other and stuff like that.
okay.
You guys are kind of coming through the top, which is where the residential districts are, as it kind of comes down. You approach his homestead, and it's nothing. It's nothing as gaudy as the way he presents himself with his jeweled rings and coat and everything. Give a knock at the
The drip
door.
is more important.
You give a knock at the door, and you see after a couple seconds and some footsteps and a heavy metal clank as he swings the door open, and he's not in the clothes we just described. He's in like an under tunic and just kind of like it's the morning and he was in the homestead. He kind of takes a second and is like kind of, oh, you're here. Oh, come in. And then I guess you guys all shuffle in.
We have returned. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm going in.
Shuffle is a very apt term for how 013
Yeah.
has to enter.
And it's like it's like a 1-bedroom. You have like this kind of main homey area with a fireplace, and it kind of goes back into
a
a
homey
couple
area.
rooms.
Let's go.
I
You
I
fill
just
up
take a breeze home
the whole
from
space.
my run, so
I mean, sort of, but yeah, maybe a little bit bigger.
I can't break it. I
and
can't break
less.
it. That's what I
That's
imagine.
so funny. Fucking breeze home, Jesus Christ. So yeah, he kind of says, well, I have to say, it's good to see all of you. I would only assume that you were perhaps victorious.
When he says that, I'm going to zoop in, get the grimoire, and then
Yeah,
zoop
so-
back out.
Turns into a lantern and pops back out with
1 second.
I imagine we're all kind of looking at Severon, like yeah, just wait.
pretty flashy.
Give it a minute.
Well, we did get what you asked for, but I really hope this is the end, because who we fought was extremely powerful.
And who did you fight? He gives
Oh,
like
we ended up
one
killing.
glance at Silas.
We
Some
ended up
middling
killing the
necromancer.
somewhat necromancer.
A necromancer.
Don't worry.
It is unimportant. What matters is we have returned with the object you were looking for.
Here you go.
Yes. Yeah, he's gonna accept it kind
I'm
of
gonna-
delicately. Go ahead.
I couldn't figure out anything about this book. Besides these markings, I have no idea what they are.
Yes. Well, all I know is that it's an old, powerful book, and he's gonna kind of put it on a bookshelf that he has with some space for a second, and turn to you and say, "Well, I'm honestly almost can't believe it, and it seems like you all made it here. It's yes, a time for payment, I would say." And he's gonna kind of go back and say, "Just one moment," and he's gonna leave the room.
Does he seem like that surprised that we all made it?
I was about to say, hey, Colton.
What's up?
Can I insight check on his behavior?
I did actually want to say one thing. Is he leaving with the grimoire before we have our payment?
He's
He
not
put it
leaving.
up.
He just put it up on a
He
bookshelf.
literally he stepped back, put it down, and then talked to you about the
Okay,
payment and went back and got it.
Yeah, all perfectly normal. Just making sure.
You can hear clanking in the distance. So I would say the time
Whoa, what kind of flanking?
coins.
Okay,
Metal on
I was gonna say,
That's what we like. We like that.
so like swords type of thing, or like
No.
Don, you wanted
Like
to do
yeah,
your
like he'd
insight?
come out and try and solo the 7 of you.
well, maybe he's got a little bodyguard.
Good. What the fuck?
He's coming
He's
in
got another
hot.
necromancer.
Yeah, just
He
kidding.
could be
he's
like
level-
fucking Elminster, Baldur's Gate 3. He's just level 20.
Yeah. True.
Don't
Yeah, so
underestimate.
he
the
eventually
And-
he eventually comes out with several kind of hefty sacks and says kind of chest full, walks back into the room. It's like, here we are, and kind of just as gracefully as one could clumps them onto the dining room table further inward to the to his homestead, and he's gonna take the book. He's like staring at it for a moment. You got this from a necromancer, you say?
Yeah.
Allegedly, but I am very curious what you plan on doing with it.
Well, that was going to be my next request. If you all would like to continue this arrangement we have, I feel like it's been most fruitful. You've got your gold and your lives, and I have a very happy contact. And I was going to perchance offer more gold for my safe escort to Akin City, where there is a sage of great age who requested this book be returned. Whatever
Just call that
this
bitch
is.
old.
There's a moment when they're like, I need an escort. So I was like, I don't do that kind of service anymore. And then like after a few months, he's like, oh, that escort, yes.
Sure.
I don't understand.
I would like to know
Neither
how.
do I.
Oh, sorry, Riley. I cut out
No,
there
you're
for a
good.
second. Go ahead.
You're good. I do not understand. You said the book to be returned. That was not part of the information we were given. This
Well,
had a place. It was already known.
it was very need to know, 013. I don't think that was relevant to your mission. But in the end, you have your gold. Your section is complete. If you would like to begin a new transaction of my safe escort to Akin City, I would be most pleased. But if you can't do such a thing, I can surely find my own way.
How many days and nights is it? Do you think it would
Oh.
be?
Maybe 5 days to a week's travel, depending. Whether by foot or by horse.
Both
just
there and
checking.
back.
I would say just the one way.
Okay.
I would like to know how this sage can be trusted. I don't exactly want another necromancer on my hands.
Well, I don't know. I guess we have to ask Sage Anselm about that. But I do know that his is a safe place to keep powerful magical artifacts. As you may know, Akin City is home to many magical users of great import.
I have to
DM,
We will
assume.
see.
I have to
sorry.
assume that the necromancer was once of great import. What makes the stage any different? The city
That-
any more of a stronghold than the cavern surrounded by dark magics and abominations that guarded it previously?
Well,
Let's not
this
oversell
island-
ourselves. We don't know how important this necromancer was. He might have been very minor.
I DM'd you. Cool.
So yeah, sorry, I don't get the notifications here.
No, you're good. It's just now.
And just double checking, by the way, how much was the individual payout? I just want to know what put my sheet.
1,000 gold each.
Ooh, yeah.
Yippee.
Ooh.
Ooh, the
y'all
big
are
boys.
y'all are rich.
Yeah,
I
we are.
mean, now I'm even more rich.
Wait, how much was it? I'm sorry.
1,000.
1,000. Ooh.
1,000
that feels
schmeckles.
good.
My
1,000
carry weight just
plants.
skyrocketed.
I love my schmeckles.
Schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Yeah, and them being
1,000
in coins
gold.
is kind of a little cumbersome for everyone's packs. And
Yeah,
unless-
heavy as
Yeah.
fuck.
Well, a
You
little
couldn't-
heavy there.
You couldn't get this in platinum?
No, I didn't agree to platinum. I didn't have platinum at the ready. Are we complaining about
Can you just
1,000 gold
direct
pieces?
deposit it into my bank so I can just use my debit card?
Yeah, I'll make the
No,
call
no,
agents real
this
quick.
is
Very larger bills.
acceptable.
Can you break
Yeah.
100?
Silas is very clearly like, it's it's not the most formal method of payment, but he says, no, this is quite adequate.
Silas, not all of us come
Yeah.
from such high royalty as yourself. Come now.
I'm sitting here like
Scooper-
with just bundles
Scooper
of
being
money that
a
I've never
5-foot
seen.
bird does kind of like, I don't know, it is kind of like getting paid and like.
Would you rather it have been
Kinda like-
silver, or copper, or electrum? I
Would
can't
Would that
believe
mean we get more?
we're having
Come
this
now,
conversation right now.
Come now, let's not bring something so aggressive as a lecture into the conversation. That's just uncalled for.
I'm sorry,
None of
were
us
you
did
not
anything to
lecturing
deserve a
me
lecture.
on the type of payment you just received?
Yes, well, I would never accuse you of trying to pay an election.
Only royalty would
die.
complain of getting 1,000 gold pieces. Oh no, I have to carry my wealth.
Silas
Such
gives
a
a
sad
kind of
day.
like a that's fair kind of shrug. Like he can't really. He's like, yeah, I am rich. Kind of vibe.
He
Is
while
Ser
they're
Astor...
having that discussion. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Roxy. Go ahead. You're good.
I was gonna say while that's going on, you can see Scooper like trying to shove coins into her shoes. Like,
Aw.
got nowhere to put it.
You're gonna be the clinkiest rogue. Shing,
Yes.
What's up?
He's now
Riley?
5'5".
Standing on-
I was just gonna ask. Is Ser Astor like does he look like he's also from nobility, or is a noble himself, or kind of more just like a middle class? You know,
He's kind of got like
middle
he's kind of got like a rough, maybe almost seafaring appearance, kind of sun-kissed skin. Probably like mid 30s, late 30s. So just like the first touches of age, and just kind of like a gruff sort of features, but otherwise symmetrical and healthy, and I mean,
so
feel
much
free to ask some questions.
more world traveled than like a
Yeah.
than like a typical noble.
Right,
Silas
so
is like a
he's
noble.
the rich that's
he
like
is like a
traveling and making
merchant
deals
bird.
for it, as opposed to the rich that already has like enormous wealth that's just sitting in a castle all day.
Like a traveling merchant. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just trying to get a vibe of, especially with his criticism.
I have a
of
reference
the rich
that
complaining about fun.
there's a perfect reference that I feel like will click when we get to certain story beats. And maybe you'll bring it up or make the connection yourself, or I'll make a joke about it sometime in the future. But yeah, there's like someone like kind of like fantasy / history that I liken him to a little bit. And yeah, anyway, you guys are now arguing about 1,000 gold pieces instead of platinum. Or
Well,
Oh no! Silas did not like belabor the point. He just said it once. Was it? Like, yes.
Okay.
You might want. I think I'm gonna draw Ser Astor later. So
Okay, cool.
if you want, you have pictures that you think, oh, he looks
Yeah,
like
I'll
this,
have
tell
to.
me.
Yeah, so far he's just been an image
Because
in
I
my
am
head
kind of
for the
inspired.
past 8 months. But yeah, we'll talk about that later for sure.
Because once I'm done with this
Colton, do you mind if
Yeah.
Aragon pulls Ser Astor aside for a moment?
You guys, yeah, do whatever you want with your characters for sure.
Okay.
So I guess he would
Baragon
see you
walks
approaching
up
from a,
to
you know,
Ser
yeah.
Astor and Yeah.
And
Approaching
he would
from
have
across the room.
remarked like, "Baragon, good to see you. I'm glad you all got together." Egetir, last time I saw you, you disappeared. What can I do for you, Baragon?
May we speak in private?
Oh, yes. As long as the others don't mind waiting out here, we can just go to my bedroom.
Ooh.
One moment.
Oh,
The
Yeah.
boudoir.
Astor.
The stabbing cabin.
AKA
Remember, I
Stabbin'
do have a
Cabin.
cat
Cabin,
tongue.
cabin.
So yeah,
North of the ass.
he'll
Right.
gesture you, and you guys will walk into his room.
I
He's
kind
got
of,
a
I
large
kind of look back
carpet.
at the party, and I like kind of put my hand up to tell him to wait.
Got it.
Give an
What can I do
audio.
for you, Sir
And then
Baragon?
I'll follow. Yeah, man. When I took this job from you, you were under the impression that this grimoire is important to my god, correct?
That's a possibility. Yes, that was part of the conversation I had with the sage. He didn't give me all the details, but he gave me enough to glean what I can from what I can piece together.
May I ask if, instead of giving it to the sage, may I keep it after you're done with whatever it is that you're doing with it?
Oh, Baragon, that's going to be a challenge. See, I'm sort of the middleman in this transaction, sort of the conduit between someone who seeks something lost and powerful and magical, and those who can retrieve such an item. You folks happen to be those that can retrieve it, but it is my intention to return it to whom possessed it in the first place. And it's sounding like maybe this necromancer stole it from the sage, but I can't say until we speak to Ansel.
This Ansel, are we sure he has good intentions with the grimoire?
He is of the Mages Council of Akin City, one of its founders, some 250 years ago. I would say he's to be trusted. He keeps many a powerful item, and this isn't the first time I've worked with him.
Mages are very wise in my experience, but they tend to let their power go to their head.
Well, I would let you be the judge of that if you were to accompany me to Akin City. They do govern the city, and well, Akin City has always been known as a treasure trove of knowledge that's given freely, most likely to throw in the face of the Sevic Empire's iron fist, but they seem of good-natured people.
That is all I wish to know. Thank you for hearing my concerns.
Anytime, Sir Baragon.
And we'll walk back out.
All right,
While
everyone.
Baragon was having that interaction, just real quick, I just want to point out that 013 just basically gave a knowing look to Sevron to basically saying they're going to follow his lead on this one. Whatever Sevron wants to do, 013 will agree to that.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna lead in to whisper to 13 and say, see, I told you I wouldn't tell them it was infernal. I can be trusted. I want to show you that.
Just going to nod. Just kind of a slight nod.
And you guys are saying this in the middle of the living room?
Well, he leaned
I
over to
whispered to
whisper.
him.
Okay. I just want you, like, the damp here probably can hear you.
That's fine,
Okay.
I guess. I mean, that. I mean,
The party knows.
yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
say the book being written in Infernal. I thought everybody knew that.
The
It's
party
just-
knows.
I
We were
didn't
just
know if you
instructed not to
were-
tell outsiders.
Okay.
No,
Perfect, then you
there
guys are
was two
fine.
key pieces of information that only Sevron and I know. One is about 016, and then the other
Yeah.
part is that the only way to open the book is speaking its name. That's the only
Right.
bits that are secret.
Okay. Thank you for the refresher. It's been a while.
No,
Getting the
dude,
rust
seriously,
off,
we're
dude.
doing the same thing. I'm like
Yeah.
slowly like catching up.
How
as
do
I'm,
I
like,
roleplay
going through
again?
this. Don't worry about it.
It's okay, I didn't remember.
It's not even roleplay, dude. It's just like trying to remember shit from a fucking month ago.
I know, dude. I'm sorry.
No, don't
We're here.
apologize.
We're
It's
here,
my
baby.
fault.
I
It's
guess
my
lightning
fault, really.
It's
Oh yeah,
not
you're
Tim's
fucking
fault.
Timmy
I mean,
ache
it
and
is,
shit.
but-
It is, man.
God
And I was
damn
on
it.
vacation.
Fuck your Timmy aches.
I'm sorry, guys. I felt bad about it.
Such a bitch.
Looking like Nico over there. Fucking mother.
I'm
He's
the
so
worst.
cute. Anyway, so they, Baragon comes out. You have that little interpersonal kind of code that you guys had, and Ser Astor kind of addresses all of you. Says, "Well, I was hoping to leave in the next couple of days. I figured you'd be returning today or tomorrow, so I would say get your rest. You've earned it. And if you would please return to me prior to, I would say in 48 hours. Return to me, and if you decide to escort me to Akin City safely, I will once again shower you in wealth. And this time, I will use a bank, and I will get you the platinum that you crave, Silas."
I'm still sitting over here just fumbling with the gold.
Me
I love
too. Cooper's right
it.
there, it's just like, me too, me too.
Like, yeah, I don't know. This
He's
is
like,
more
seriously
fucking money
tough,
than I've
like,
ever seen.
diving
Holy
into
shit.
his bag.
kinky.
I
And
would like
Zergon
to,
just walks over to the table, grabs his, just palms the bag, and then just like kind of stuffs it into his backpack.
Fuck yeah.
Silas gives a smile and says, for this escort, how much is the payment? The same as last time?
Same as 1,000 gold.
Indeed.
Yes, we have discussed this next job, but I wasn't aware of the pay.
Oh, I don't know, folks. Maybe 50 gold a day. But I would need to pay you once I reached Akin City and were able to seek a bank.
how about 50 gold a day and then 100 on completion?
Negotiating. Give
How
me
many
a,
days is it, DM?
a persuasion roll. Oh, the travel I think is I'm just rough guesstimating this as IRL, but I think five-ish days. I want to say ballpark. It's a considerable distance. No, maybe
Silas
more.
is gonna
Maybe
help
more like
if
a
he
week plus.
Silas is gonna help if he can and say, well, I am a professional. It's difficult for me to even wake up if the offer is less than 500.
Plus, we've already shown that we
Fuck
can be
outta here.
trusted, and we've protected it thus far. I feel like we're your best bet.
Okay, so let me get a persuasion
This
roll
mission
with
is
advantage from Timmy.
Good. I have really high.
Yeah, one of the
20.
faces.
D20.
You drive a fair bargain. I would say yes, 100 on completion, in addition to the 50 gold a day.
Perfect. And also, if I could make an offer, I've already shown that I can protect the grimoire. I would like to request if I can carry it while we are on our journey.
And what would be the reason for your carrying it?
Say something comes and kills you and takes the book. Something can come and kill me, and it will still be in my lantern.
And then it's
but we
trapped
couldn't
forever?
retrieve it either.
It won't be trapped forever.
How would we get it out?
He's gonna insight you.
Okay.
Okay, he rolled a fucking 9.
I rolled a 23.
Yeah. He
Persuasion,
goes-
deception. My two
he-
spells. Yeah, keep them
Yep.
coming.
It worked. So he kind of squints at you, but otherwise yields and says, I think that's well put. All right, Severon. I agree to your terms. Now, I believe
Perfect.
it was 50 gold a person, and then 100 a person on a completion.
Yes.
Is that satisfactory? And in platinum for the Dampier.
50.
I see no complaints.
013 just shrugs their shoulders.
Uh,
Non-committal.
Well, you have my
Silas
thanks.
does the same.
You have my thanks for a job well done. I'm quite pleased with this strange lot that we have sort of patched together. And I wish you to be well rested, and I'll see you in 2 days' time.
I think Matthew had something.
Oh, what did he have? I missed it.
No, I'm good. I didn't have anything.
Okay, sorry.
I think he was just saying I agree.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, Ser Astor's just kind of gonna look at you with a kind of a question. Is there anything else I can do for you folks?
Yeah, 013 is just gonna lean forward and just say, "We'll be in this new location. Is there any way for somebody to reach you with information? Do you have a contact here?"
Yes. I have the captain of the guard I speak with, and the barkeep are probably my my closest acquaintances here. I don't mingle with the folk here too much. I try to keep it business, as this is a business location, as you can see by my modest living here.
I don't do this often, but I ask for a favor. There is
That
a
is-
gnome who will eventually make his way here. I do not know the time frame. Could you please have either the barkeep or the captain of the guard, better if both, be notified? He will come with information for me. You are one person who I know can undoubtedly, without fail, track me down. You've proven to do so once. I need that
wasn't easy.
information as soon as I find out.
Absolutely.
Good. Good.
He kind of nods and looks at the rest of you. Any other requests?
I will say Scooper just seems a little nervous about the whole thing, but she's been agreeing.
He's made eye contact with Scooper a couple times when he's mentioned the words success and like well done and shit. Like when he like scans over everyone like a little side eye. Yeah. Otherwise, he's kind of looking at everyone expectantly.
I'm good.
All good here.
If that settles things, I have places to be. 013 is just going to stand up abruptly, swipe their gold off the table, and walk out the door.
I will
Free
see
money!
you in 2
I'm
days.
behind the big guy.
Yeah, ditto to that.
If
Farewell.
nobody else has anything, 013 is going to beeline to the pharmacist where we left the
Pharmacist.
the young woman.
Yeah,
The pharmacist,
CVS.
yeah.
Burberry, they
Run
work
over to
shop.
Walgreens.
Yeah.
What would you? The apothecary, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the street
There we go.
pharmacist.
Yeah, there
Gotcha.
we go. That's what I was looking for. Pharmacist. I have my
This is
prescription
number really
ready.
The
funny.
dirt pharmacist.
Yeah. Here's my prescription.
Real.
Is it ready?
Did you submit it 72 hours in advance?
Actually, while he does that, I do want to go do something. I would like to go to the library if there is one here.
Okay.
Is there?
Yeah, I would say yes. But the most they're gonna be kind of spread out in terms of books. Like maybe there's not one location for our library, but various keepers have tomes. So like the apothecary has her books. But no, there's not. This is more of a farming village. They're not all able to read and write. You'll find that more west in the bigger settlements.
All right. I will meet up with all of you at the tavern tonight. And yeah, I'm going to search all the libraries for something to teach the language Infernal.
Okay, sure. So you're like spending all day kind of knocking on doors, greeting people.
Yeah, I mean, we have 48 hours. I'm just gonna, as much as I can, and then nightfall go to the tavern.
Okay, in game, how do you want me to handle that? I mean, I can roll for your 2 days right now, and then pass time, because I'm not really sure how much we're gonna be splitting the party. So, I mean, if we can do this all at once per player, we can do that. As opposed to like everyone doing something one
Whatever
day.
works.
Okay, I'll pause that for now.
This
Then
is kind of
I want to get a pulse of what
yeah.
everyone's doing before I start spending
Yeah,
time.
I'm just that's what I wanted to do. Yep.
Heard. Roxy?
Does this kind of have a blacksmith or like a anything
It
like
does
that?
have a blacksmith. Yes.
Okay, I'm going there too, Baragon. So you whenever I catch up on my cloak.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's been like 4 days.
Doubt he's done, but I just want to see what the work he's doing is.
So, Scooper is gonna start working on making a disguise. He has started with like stealing farming tools and stuff like that. And she's working on like going to pretend that she's a farmer for this town that she's going to. So she's starting to steal things over the course of the next 2 days.
Okay. You don't have
Of
like
course.
disguise
She's
self or
sewing.
anything
She's
magical, right?
sewing, and she's like this. But she's working on like an alias basically to pretend like she's not her. Like that's what she's
Sure.
going to be spending her 2 days doing.
And you don't stick out like a sore thumb at all among this
No.
entirely human village as the little
Nope. Nope.
the raking, hoeing
But
crow person.
No. But she's gonna pretend that she's not Iris.
What's up, Bob?
Oh, I'm just a lonely farmer.
Morning, John.
Oh, I'm from out east.
Okay.
No.
What about
But yeah, she's working on that.
Egetir?
So Agatir is going to kind of disappear for the 2 days.
Naturally.
Essentially, he's just gonna like he's gonna change clothes, take off his mask, and just kind of blend in with the rest of the village, so no one really knows what he's doing. But he's
Okay.
gonna poke around all the libraries and find information.
Cool. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
We'll see if you bump into Severon. And I'm assuming Baragon and Nikali will probably discuss the blacksmith, and then what's Silas
Yeah.
doing?
How far have we said Silas's estate is? I'm just curious.
Oh, it's on the continent.
Oh, okay. Then I think Silas is gonna do some managing of that. Probably can't get there, so probably send some letters, checks on people. Does whatever he can to kind of keep his finger on the pulse there.
Cool.
And we don't really care to check, especially because we figure 013 will, but we just make sure that girl is like alive and fine, and then if she is, we don't really care past that.
Okay.
I have one more thing to add, also, because I know Tim has to kill someone. If he does that in this town, I want to join him.
Okay. Well, when you bump into Severon, Scooper can tell him that.
If you ever see me, yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty easy.
got it.
I mean, I'm
Just-
not that hard to miss, to be honest. Let's be honest.
Just pointing that out.
Glow
Just
stick.
pointing
Hello,
that out.
Human
That was
Torch.
something she intended to do.
He's like Lumiere, candle walking around.
Sounds
tech-
just like that.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right. I say we start with the bigger of the two. Let's go with Baragon and Nikali. Everyone kind of disperses out into the relatively small village of Noviodak. It's pretty expansive in its own right, but you'll see compared to the bigger cities, it's not really anything. So yeah, you guys are approaching. You hear the kind of early morning rustlings. The forge isn't quite going yet, but he's kind of sharpening tools and getting his act together, so to speak.
I've talked to him before. If you want me to go first, Baragon.
Sure, go ahead.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna
Kind of my
knock
first
on.
time exploring the city, so
Yeah. So if you don't know the alchemy ladies over that way, that's where the lady we saved before we met you is at. And then down this way is the blacksmith, so that's where we're headed. And when we get there, I'm gonna walk in. Or we'll knock on the door if he's not like actually full on open yet. And then, hey, just checking up on that cloak that I that I ordered through you.
Yeah, so he kind of gets up from where he's like lifting some ingots to the side, and he's gonna go, "Oh, lad, yes, okay. This cloak,
I know.
I have."
Yeah, I know it wasn't 100% your specialty, so I wasn't expecting it to be done. Just wanted to see how you were doing.
It is not. The more I dug into it, the more I am afraid to touch it, lad. I apologize. It
I
is
get it.
of a magical sort, and I haven't hammered anything arcane in my life before, and I would hate to start with this cloak.
I mean, if you wanted to learn, I'm more than willing to, risk it. It's up to you.
It would just take some time. I'd have to send a courier down to, or I guess I could send a letter. Yeah, I could send a letter to the folks over at Akin City for their advice on Displacer Hide.
I mean, me and my troop, the ones that I was with before, are heading over there. If you want me to bring a letter to someone, get some, tomes or books to understand it a little better.
Yes. Okay, let me speak with Moira. She knows a little bit more of these kinds of things. I'll get her opinion on a checklist I can give you, and I'll send you off with that whenever you decide to head that direction.
Sounds good.
And be careful on the road. I've heard they've been especially perilous.
We've got a little escort mission going, so we're preparing for that as we speak.
And Baragon's with you, right?
Yeah.
Well, judging by
and this is my buddy Baragon.
well, lad, judging by the company you speak, I find that you might be safe on your travels there. Nice to meet you, Baragon. I've never met someone of your kind before.
we are rare this far out west. That much I have noticed. East, sorry. I'm very bad with my directions, as you see.
West! Yeah.
Actually, why it took me so long to get here? I got lost halfway through, turned around.
Well, very,
My
very
favorite
pleasant
character
greetings,
is Zoro
Baragon.
from One Piece. Can you tell why?
Oh, Zoro, the swordsman, of course. But yeah, he's gonna say, well, I believe that you keep good company, Sir Baragon. Is there anything I can do for you?
I so
great
far have
named
no
friend?
complaints on the company either.
Well, is there anything I can do for you?
I am looking for better weapons and armor if you have them.
Well, let me see what you got.
I have a simple mace and simple chainmail. If there's anything better than these, let me know.
Yes, they do look. I guess he's gonna assess you, and I guess you brandish your mace, and he's kind of
Mhm.
take a critical look at him and kind of mumble to himself like there's some chipping and some of these links need repair. And he says, if you would like to leave these items with me, I can certainly work on them. Your friend said you were leaving soon. I would need a couple days.
We have 2 days. Is that sufficient, or would you prefer more time?
I would prefer more time, but if you wouldn't mind a small rush fee, I can work on yours ahead of my other orders.
I look at Severon and I kind of go, "Is that acceptable?"
You mean Nikali?
Yeah. Am I?
Oh, sorry, Macaulay, my fault.
I mean, yeah. Depending how much would the rush fee be?
Oh, call it 5 gold.
I don't see a problem with it. I don't know money though, my friend. My peoples don't really work with that type of thing. I'm just getting used to it too.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like 5 gold should be reasonable for a rush request on full chain mail and this mace here.
If he says it's okay, I'm guessing it's okay. The guy's setting the price.
You can tell he's good aligned because he heard that you didn't understand how currency works and didn't raise the price.
You can tell he's what?
But you can tell he's good aligned because someone told them they didn't understand how currency works and they did not increase the price.
To be
That'll be
fair,
6,000 gold.
to be fair, I would call Baragon a pretty good deterrent from forking over a child on on paying for something.
True,
This is
true.
This is true.
I mean, like, Baragon, does your culture really work with money, like, where you're from? Because mine definitely doesn't. It's more of like a bartering and trade system. I think, anyways.
Yeah, those damn Drews.
The tribes would be similar.
Funny, it doesn't look
Yeah, the
Not-
two people that don't work with money are working with money right now.
Yep.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, with my pride of, we generally do not need currency, but I've traveled enough to know how currency works.
Fair enough. I'm just getting the going on it.
Well, Sir Baragon, if you leave your armor and mace with me, I will make sure they're ready before you need to depart for Akin City.
This is most appreciated, blacksmith.
Riordan.
I'll fork over however much I'm supposed to be giving him, because it's the 5 for the rush fee, but we didn't discuss like how much it would cost to just do it.
That's it, yeah, like 15 gold total.
Okay, so that would be 20 gold.
Man, this guy's
Yeah.
cheap.
Well,
Fucking A, that's why I'm going to him, bro.
you guys have a lot of gold.
I know a guy, he owes me.
You guys have a shitload of gold for level 4s, by the way.
Yeah.
You guys could probably buy property at this point.
Let's just buy the city.
All right.
Almost.
I will be buying the deed to this.
I like
In
the whole
that
town,
case, by the
please.
way,
Are you doing dishes?
in that case, maybe.
You just not
In that
realized?
case, Scooper does buy clothes. By the way, she doesn't steal
Okay.
clothes; she just buy them. She steals
Yeah,
everything else, but not the
just-
clothes.
Just
She
subtract
steals everything else, but not the clothes.
subtract like 3 gold for some outfits. I know you have a lot, but don't just not subtract because you have so much.
Yeah, I already took out 20.
One thing I forgot about, is there a magic shop in this town or no?
The apothecary is all you get in terms of magic, and it's only like
Okay.
potions with a magical
Herbs
usage.
and potions, okay. Gotcha.
Also like to go to the apothecary for potions, I suppose.
They roughing it out here. Yeah, surely.
Big roughing it.
Okay, so from
Do I even
you
have?
guys-
Wait, holy shit! Do I even have potions?
Probably not.
I don't think I, do. Yeah, no,
I
don't think
had
I have
everyone's.
any.
I think I had everyone start with some. Just put 2 in your inventory. You're a well-traveled cleric of the light or life. Sorry.
Fair enough. My backpack actually. Oops.
And then does that conclude Nikali and Baragon's dealings with the blacksmith?
Yeah, for me, anyways. You good, Baragon? On your
I believe so.
dealings? All right, and I'm just gonna say I'll be back in when he comes back for his armor for that list.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll switch over. 013. Are you doing anything?
I beelined it straight to the apothecary.
Perfect. Okay. So I'm gonna take it to you and Silas. You guys walked out. You veered left as Baragon and Nikali went further down the street, and you're gonna kind of open the door into the apothecary, and you see the familiar wooden countertop and the door to the back room, and you see the young woman kind of standing there, looking kind of bored. As you guys walk in, her eyes at first opening up with excitement for something to happen, and then kind of a bit of a shock as she sees, the mask that is 013 and the slyness that is Silas enter her shop. And she goes, "You were the ones that saved young Sorsha."
That is correct.
Well, is there anything I can do for you?
Where is she?
Oh, she's somewhere out in the town. She said she needed fresh air. She's been
She is
making quite the
alive.
recovery. She still has some bandages, but she's doing okay. She just needed some rest and tender care.
This woman was kidnapped and tortured by cultists with the intent of using her as a sacrifice. And
I
she
know,
is
she's-
wandering the town, unprotected.
She's very protected. We have guards here, as you've seen.
I have seen them. My point stands.
What would you have me do? We help people. We don't entrap them.
I just want to point out 013 is not speaking, and they're not being condescending by any stretch. It's like matter of fact. It's
Yeah,
like
I caught that. Yeah,
very just point.
he's a blunt bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's no room for too much inflection there. It's just, these are facts.
Yeah. So her
At least to
response
their
was,
mind, yeah.
Yeah, her response was, this is a place of healing, not a prison. If she's free to wander as she pleases, and the fresh air is good for the mind.
No. Why would this be a prison? We just rescued her from one.
Would you happen
were
to
saying
know
to
where she
keep
might
her
be
here.
off to?
My guess would be the markets, or if she wanted quiet, she probably would go to the farmers' fields in the northwestern side of town.
Thank you. And Silas leaves.
All right.
013
Have a
is
good
going
day.
to produce the list of. Sorry.
What's up?
Oh, I was just going to say 013 is going to produce the list of, whatever herbs and stuff that they need for their potions, basically as
Okay.
a show of goodwill that they didn't mean any harm. It's like, transactional. So, I don't know, spend a little bit of gold there just to show that they're not being an absolute ass.
So I guess 013's huge form kind of like wordlessly pulls out the list, and she kind of takes it from you and reads it over, gives you an eye, and then puts down just give me a moment, and then she kind of rustles it all together and says, "That'll be 3 gold, please."
Hands it over. And then,
Thank you.
whoops. That was not. Whoopsie daisies. Sorry. I added that instead of subtracted that. And then 013 is just gonna say, "You said the farm." Which direction?
It's possible. The farmers' lands are northwest.
How long?
How long? What?
The walk.
Oh, I don't know. Someone as big as you? I don't know. Maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on which route you take.
Okay, about face. Turn right out the door. I would like to try and find the girl. I guess I'll start. Would the market area be on the way to the farm fields, or is that kind of opposite direction?
Opposite direction.
Opposite direction. Okay. She said she wanted to get fresh air, so I'll just beeline it for the fields.
Okay,
a
so you
general
almost run right into Baragon as you kind of storm out of the apothecary. And Silas, you would have seen him walking up as you have left.
Yeah, no words. Just push it past.
Wonderful. Well, I mean, it seems like we're heading in the same place, so we'll both get there.
You're following me to the fields?
He was already going. He was ahead of you.
Silas was already heading to the fields.
Oh, I heard you said you had left. I didn't know that's what you were doing.
Yeah, like he just got the info and left.
Right on.
Yeah. But yeah, we see that. We definitely don't mind. I mean, he's clearly shown interest in her too, so like making sure she's safe. He's just doing his job. We just yeah.
Yeah, 013 ain't bothered.
Okay. We got like 2 hours till we got to finish. I'd say this is a good spot to take a break. We can come back and continue these little storylines. All right, 10-minute break.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
10, 12-minute break.
I'm meal prepping anyway.
I don't know
All right,
if Roderick and
back.
Sean are here yet.
It is I. He
Okay,
is him.
Oh,
I'll do the.
I'm here.
I'll do.
I am him.
Sean's here. Did I get that?
Rod's here.
Rod's here. Tim's here. I'm here.
I'm
I hear rustling.
eating, so I'm like trying to mute myself.
Oh, okay. Pepperoni's here. Got it. All
Yeah.
right. Let me get this back to full screen.
My protein pizza.
All right, heroes.
Oh yeah, Sean. I sent you that video that I was trying to find the other day.
Oh, is that the reel you sent me?
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, go ahead, Golden.
All right. I guess we can. So we got. I mean, Roger. Egantir's kind of passing time. Nikali, Baragon are going to the apothecary after Silas and 013, and now 013 are going with Silas to seek out Sorsha to see how she's doing. Severon and Egantir, but Egantir's kind of out of. You're not going to really recognize him. You guys are kind of out mingling, talking to people, trying to blend in as much as you can as actual outsiders to a fairly small population. But they get some people that come through, so you guys manage. And I guess we can.
I would also like to note that I am going to change my appearance to just a regular looking human.
How much can you do that?
I have Mask of Many Faces, so
gotcha.
pretty much whenever.
Just magically, right? I mean,
Yep.
turn the fire off, but you're still red and glowing.
That's the invocation I chose. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's useful. Okay, so you're also unrecognizable. I guess we can continue with 013 and Silas if you want, or we can pick up with Baragon and Nikali.
I mean, Silas and I just had our interaction, so if you want to pick up with them at the apothecary, we can hit
That's
it
fine.
next, as long as there's no objections.
Cool. All right. Animal boys.
Wait, so did you guys talk to the girl?
So we going in?
They're on their
Yeah.
way.
Oh, okay, got it. I got it. I'm caught up. Sorry, I didn't say.
You're having a bunch of fucking adventures.
Is Varagon here? What chance?
He's
100% sure.
munching on pepperoni pizza. So
Oh, there we go. Okay.
I am.
Howdy. I know you wanted to buy potions. I wanted to just possibly. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're at the
Uh,
apothecary, correct?
yes.
yes, you had just almost ran into 013, and he just kind of barely paid you any mind and continued on north after Silas.
Right, he was being a rude bitch. I remember.
He's blunt, baby.
Yeah,
You're the one
that
that's
fucking
fuzzy.
shoulder check was blunt, bro.
Hey,
He
hate
did
to be that
bludgeoning
piece of
damage
shit.
to me.
Hate to be that piece of
He
shit,
did
but
bludgeoning damage to me.
013 is they. They don't have a gender. So
Oh,
We
that's
know
right.
that.
pointing that
It's
out.
never on purpose.
No, I know. I'm just pointing it out.
We know you're a
It's-
robo boy, robo it. It is the proper
Is
pronoun, but
Isn't Silas also a they, or is he a guy?
Huh.
I thought we had this conversation a couple times. I thought Silas
I feel
was
like we
he,
have.
but
He's
you
like an
just
androgynous
say they.
male. Yeah. Anyway, Baragon,
I thought it was just inflection.
apothecary.
It's still morning, right?
Yeah, probably closing in on 10 o'clock.
Good morning.
Oh, hi. Wow, I guess it's gonna be a busy morning. What can I do for you, strangers?
I'm simply looking for healing potions and any potentially beneficial elixirs you might have.
Oh, certainly. And she's gonna kind of rummage around and she's gonna pull out a couple kind of smaller potions with a red liquid inside. And these are ones for your health. And she's gonna reach down and she's gonna pull out a potion. And this one, I don't know much about it. Moira is the one who concocts these, but I believe this one is going to be invigorating in battle. And she kind of puts that down, and it's kind of like a pinkish, almost like opaque red swirling mixture.
Mystery potion. I shall take that mystery potion and 3 healing potions.
Okay. And she's gonna pull out one more of the small healing potions, and she's gonna say, "That'll be 10 gold, please."
No, not a problem in the slightest. And to hand her over the gold. And
She accepts.
dig into my bag.
Oh, is there anything else I can do to you, large cat man?
Do to me? What are you challenging me to a fight?
Damn it! Shut up. Do for you. I fucked up. I was like, please don't fucking catch it. Shut up.
Freudian slip.
Are you
DM
threatening
furry
me?
confirmed.
Would you like
I
to
was gonna
step
say-
into
I was gonna
my
say furry
private
confirmed.
quarters and see what I could do to you? I mean, yeah,
You got
need to
beds in the
examine you
back.
and everything.
How
Is
high
it
is
as
your
pink as they
intelligence?
say?
Will you pass the inspection check?
Pink as you say.
It is
I got some
hard.
I got some catnip back there if you want it.
English or Spanish.
No, that will be
English or-
all. I appreciate the commerce.
You're most welcome. Is there anything I can do for you? No, ma'am?
Yeah. Is there? Do you have any more of those healing potions, or did he just clear you out?
I got one more.
I'll take it.
2 gold, please.
I captain and I pass it over.
All right.
And which those are just the basic healing potions, the 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
Roger.
Roger, Roger.
They're about to be small potatoes to you guys.
2 gold for that is wild. We're running cheap businesses over here, Colton.
They gotta sell what they can sell, man.
All right, that's all I needed. I'm good.
All
We
right.
should just stock up here then at this town every time. Like actually though,
Sure.
2 gold
You
for a
figured
pot
out
is
you're at a rate of like 2 potions a week.
that ain't that bad.
By the time we get back, there will be 4 more. We're chilling.
A lot of traveling.
By the time
to
you
get
get back, you might be
maybe 4 potions.
the
Dead.
small
Every
potions
time we come back.
will be small potatoes to you.
That's
Dude,
true.
I need to fucking buy her. Like, I just need to like fucking be like, hey,
Whoa.
here's 1,000 gold. You work for me now, and then she can just fucking and cause fucking that rate is crazy. She's the most talented potion crafter in the world. Just sitting here, diamond in the rough, you know.
Hey, hopefully I'll get to that
Can we get
stage
more
where I can make stuff.
rations at the apothecary, or is that a different place?
Say again.
Like
Didn't
a
hear that first
market.
Or can we get like rations at the apothecary, or is that like a general store?
You can go to the
Because
market.
you said that we were pretty much
You can
out.
Just
No,
steal
I
them.
was. No, 013 was just, we were just calculating how many rations he would use on his way down here because it was like tens of miles.
I do actually have a question about that. I'm just curious. It doesn't really affect me so much, but are we keeping track of rations and ammunition?
No,
Is it
we
something
talked
we're-
about this before. I really don't care to get stuck on the math of D&D too much. And these parts where it's just like, okay, like we're doing a currency, like I'm guesstimating a lower percentage. I have an economy in my mind, but it's not like maybe translatable or whatever. I don't really give
Right.
a fuck.
You're just
I wanna
assuming on
push the
our
game
days
forward.
off, you're just picking
Right.
it up.
Yeah, we'll just every now and then
Okay.
we'll
Um,
expense out for rations and shit and
Oh,
move on with the game.
and also for food stuffs, I can kind of just provide that.
Yeah, with his good
Permanently.
berries.
So, yeah, I just do get berries. So, like, whenever we actually do run out of rations throughout the group, I can just start tossing those per day. So,
Oh, okay. All right. Colton, am I able to inspect the mystery potion so I know what to put in my backpack?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want me to use?
Arcana. And
Oh, sick, dude. That's my worst one. That would be a 15, 16 minus 1.
Alright, you know what it is, but let me look up the stat block and I'll send it to you. What's the name of it?
potion of speed.
No.
God, that'd be crazy.
Dude, that'd be so sick.
At this point, even a potion of heroism would be a lot for
Just
us.
keep it
Like,
mystery
it's...
potion for now, and I'll send you what you got later. I'll make a note that you rolled a 16. I'll get to that
Hold on.
answer later, just to push this game along. We got about an hour and a half. All right, and then you guys are exiting the apothecary. We can.
Yep.
I guess everyone else is kind of passing time. It's just kind of like the two of you. Yeah, let's go over to Silas and 013. I want to give me like an investigation check. You can each do it.
Sure.
I'll just take the higher.
Okay.
See if the die give you their love today.
15.
16, so same
Oh,
ballpark.
excuse me. All right.
Eat
Hold
shit.
on. Sorry. 17. I apologize. I had a plus 3.
Oh,
not a
sorry,
plus
sorry.
1. I was looking
Sorry,
at intimidation.
18. No, I'm
I
kidding.
know it sounded
18.
like that. Legitimately, I know it sounded like that. 19.
21, actually. It's like we're bidding.
Blackjack.
Yeah, so you
no,
guys, as you
17, 16.
navigate through the neighborhoods into the upper reaches of the little settlement, you get close to where you can start seeing past the alleys, the fields up ahead, and as you kind of approach, there was a woman kind of walking this way, and she turns towards you, and it's a much healthier looking Sorsha. She's got kind of her hair pushed around because she's got a bandage kind of covering up her cheek and her side where she had like lacerations, kind of bandages on her wrists and fingers and such. And she just kind of looks at you. She's got more life in her face, and she starts approaching, kind of quietly and just not really knowing kind of how to address you two. Just says, "Hello."
Yeah, 013 is gonna, as she's walking forward and sees that we're there. 013 is gonna nod once, turn around, and fucking leave.
Okay. She makes,
Silas. That's crazy because he did exactly what I was going to do. So
Wow.
Silas, so Silas just says, we were just doing a quality check. Don't mind us. All's well, I take it.
as it can be.
Wonderful. Let me or my companions know if you need anything.
She just nods, kind of looks at you.
We give a formal bow. It's small because we're a baron, but it's not disrespectful. And then we leave.
Okay.
I think she's the only person we bowed to so far.
All right.
I just love that Matthew and I are on the exact same wavelength right now.
Like
fucking
literally, I was like, God damn it, I was gonna do that.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder on that one. I was like, nah, man. Silas is gonna want to talk to her for a second. I'm just gonna do the, okay, confirmed alive, book it, and you're like, fuck.
Fuck. You were being considerate of me too, which is the funniest part.
I love it. I fucking love it. The only other thing I guess I'll say to that is, during this 48 hours, I'm sure, the only other thing that I think on the second day 013 is going to, we don't have to do a thing for it, but just approach her one time and explain where they're going and offer to take her with us to get away, far away from all the shit that happened.
I'll circle back to that
Okay.
at the end of this.
It doesn't have to be a thing, but I just wanted to. Later,
Okay.
different day.
Yes. All right.
Silas.
Silas.
Yeah,
in the
Silas just
meantime,
manages his properties, and that's pretty much it. Yeah.
sends his letters.
Nothing too
Pretty much-
interesting. Yeah.
Pretty much
yeah.
take use of both of the ravens that they have at their capacity in terms of currying. And then I guess we can move towards Scooper. I see you doing more adventures. Was there a goal / interaction you were looking for while you pretended to be a farmer?
She's still trying to come up with like an alias or what type of personality she's gonna try to play up because she doesn't want to bite off a character that's more than she can chew. She doesn't know how long she's gonna be there. So she's mostly just like trying to work on her voice right now, trying to make her voice sound very noticeably different.
Okay. Like a new Scoops.
Like a new voice. A
Okay.
new Scoops. Yeah, she's
So
terrified to
Scooper is
go
just method
to this
acting in the
place.
fields all day.
Yes, basically. She's like sewing, like, because usually she wears like dark blue or like purple and stuff, but now she's getting like these beige, like tattered, like trying to look, okay, I'm gonna look different. I'll be different. Like, they're not gonna recognize me now. Like, no one's gonna, it'll be fine. And she's
Yeah.
kind of, a little stressed out. And she stole rations and farming tools, and I can roll for that if you want. I can roll
Yeah,
for
roll
that.
for stealing the farming tools.
For like getting caught and shit.
Roll to see if you stealth your way, yeah.
Alright. Hold on. My stats. Gimme! I didn't have them ready to go. So I haven't rolled anything in a while, actually. Okay, I pinned it.
Pretty RP heavy past 2 sessions.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just give me a second. Save to downloads. Where's sleight of hand? +4. Okay. Charge your phone. No.
Oh, brother!
This is a load of barnacles.
I rolled a 10. I rolled a 10
+4, 14.
4. Yep.
Okay.
Boy,
As
it's
far
almost
as
like
you
a
know,
computer would have been easy.
you got away scot-free.
Okay.
Wonderful, wonderful. Also, I did want to do one thing, and that was speak to
Yeah.
013.
Go ahead. Now would be a good opportunity.
So Silas kind of like, makes sure he's around them when they're doing their things, and he just says, I noticed that you were giving the young woman, the unfortunate young woman, a lot of your attention as of late. It's not really accusatory. His tone's kind of neutral.
They're just gonna stare at you, basically waiting for you to get to the point of the matter.
Well, I just wanted it to be known that I think it's for the best. It's good to see that you're not all a bunch of weird, savage mass murderers. Can only be so many of us. He says with a smirk.
Yes. 3 is a crowd.
I'll be frank. It's my intention to also look after her, but really more than that, I don't mind having her being in your hands instead. Just a bit of advice. I would keep her away from our other friends. I do not really trust them with the safety of others. If that also means you distrust me, so be it. I just felt like I should advise that.
Silas, I believe we're out beyond the point of trust and distrust. As far as I am aware, we have all agreed to continue on this trek together as a group.
Yes, but of
The
course
hatchet
we
is
don't really
buried.
have. Well, I'm glad you see it that way. But personally, while I don't really hold a grudge against you, per se, I don't really consider my loyalties beyond ensuring that we all survive this job to the best of my ability. That's about all the loyalty I believe I owe to all of you. But that girl, I think she deserves better. And I think you're the person I would trust most to carry that out.
Let me be clear. It is not about one person taking care of another. It matters not. As long as they're safe. It can be you. It can be me. It can be... And he struggles for a second, and then... Or they struggle for a second and says... Nikali. Or any of the others.
I would like it, if it were you or me. But, end of the day, it's merely that I wanted you to know my opinion on that. That's all.
Your opinion is noted.
Wonderful. And, enjoy your 2-day vacation, 013.
Silas.
Yes?
The hatchet is buried.
I'm glad to hear it then.
Single nod, and that's all 013 has to say.
Yeah, same with that.
They're best friends now, guys.
Oh, we're gonna cry in the garage.
Yippee!
I ship them.
That's so funny that you two trust each other. That's so funny.
I will say, Silas doesn't like 013. Definitely trusts him the most of the group, except for like maybe
Oh
Nicole.
yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't.
I was about to fucking say I haven't done a goddamn thing wrong yet. With some fucking respect on my. No, I'm joking.
I'm just a warlock. Come on.
We don't distrust Macaulay, but it's not that we don't distrust them because we think they're evil. We don't distrust them because they're a child. We don't trust them because they're a child.
That's fair.
Yeah, lantern bearer.
I like dogs without horses.
But
Yeah, I'll
yeah,
definitely make it clear. 013 does not. Wouldn't say not friends with Silas by any stretch, but definitely not willing to make any more problems over it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, Scooper's not very trustworthy, so I get that.
I mean,
slowly
I've
trying to
literally
get over
done nothing to
themselves.
arouse suspicion. I don't get it.
Says the most suspicious person in the group.
First
Yeah,
session,
and-
to send someone
Hey,
to
there's a
another
difference.
area, just their corpse. First session.
I'm not suspicious. I'm vague. Okay, there's a difference, people.
Somebody say Vogue.
I'm just complicated.
guys, I'll tell you one character you would definitely trust, and that's Elliot. Elliot Excellence. You guys would trust him.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I guess I suppose that conversation would have happened after the second interaction with Sorsha.
Yes, because
Okay.
he really deeply. One thing he does is deeply respect how 013 treats Sorsha. That's like probably the thing he admires most about 013 if he had to name it. So he saw
Yeah,
that and he was like, yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
All right, I would say that this first day. Actually, just kidding. Roderick. Let's see that.
Hi.
Oh, I can only see your little hair. Give me a stealth check with advantage.
Stealth with advantage. Okay. So it'd be a 19.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yippee!
Severon, give me a stealth check with advantage.
Oh, thank God it's advantage.
1 and 2.
17.
Chicken and rice.
Okay. You guys have managed to separately disguise yourselves, mingle throughout the town, and kind of search any little pockets of knowledge that are kind of rested away in the kind of the crags of Noviodak. You don't really turn up anything of any infernal nature. You find some trivial, like arcane, like notes, but nothing really tangible or what you were apparently looking for.
I didn't expect so, but that's fine. I can tell there's nothing in this town just off this first day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I'm just going to spend the remaining time figuring out what my wand does then.
Okay. All right, and then I would say this day is drawing to a close. The sun is setting, and those that had mentioned meeting up at the tavern may certainly do so, or we can continue to just kind of shut down these last 2 days.
I was gonna say 013's. If we're doing tavern, they're gonna be conspicuously absent.
I think Silas is too. He can stay up in the morning writing letters and all that. At
The last night, Scooper is drinking because she thinks she's gonna die. So she definitely is drinking.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be in the
Depresso,
tavern with her.
espresso. Double a depresso espressos. Okay.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
A milk.
Gotta ruin this frontal cortex before it develops, you know?
Fuck yeah, I did that.
I'm guessing Agatir's back in his mask and his whole getup.
No, he's gonna be like in the tavern, but still in disguise. Just kind of
Okay.
like, yeah.
So you guys see a
Being a little
stranger in the
shit.
corner. Yeah.
Fucking try
Okay.
hard.
Brooding.
Bro, what the?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna take my disguise off. Forgot about that.
Okay, so you and Scooper are just hanging out.
Yep.
All right, I would say we can pass time then, if that kind of sounds like what we want to do. Kinda move
Yeah, I
forward.
don't want to do anything else here.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
And
I'm
everybody
done
on the
in
second
town
day.
pretty much.
Okay. So the second day is coming to a close. So basically, this would be the night before you would leave in the morning with Ser Astor. What we had a couple of remaining things. So I guess this is the day that you guys checked on Sorsha again. Silas and 013 had this conversation.
Did I get an
Alright.
answer on whether or not she was going to accompany us?
She accepted.
She accepted. Cool.
Ooh.
The only other thing I want
She
to do.
accepted with a
no,
light of excitement in her eyes, from what she's heard about the city. Go ahead.
Okay, so the only thing I want to do then is purchase her like a dagger or a short sword from the blacksmith, and maybe like some leather armor if that's available in the town. And then whatever time I have left, I would like to spend figuring out the not beads of force, beads of force.
Okay.
Not beads of force. I like that.
If you run that by Silas, by the way, like, or if we're both there, Silas would not mind teaching her how to use a dagger.
Well, I figured you've been kind of with us the whole time, so it would be a little bit of a joint venture. Or at
Yeah.
least we would encounter each other a couple times throughout the day. It's a small town, I mean, we both have
Yeah.
similar interests. So, yeah, between Silas and I buying her a little bit of like very basic starter gear just for self-protection, and then whatever time left between training her a little bit, and I would, if I have time, I would like to try and figure out those magic items I picked up from
Sure.
the last encounter.
Okay. So I would say, so you talked with her on the second day. She kind of accepted with excitement. As much excitement as you've seen her display, her demeanor is more kind of a almost like a stoic curiosity when she looks at you. Just kind of, I don't know. There's like a vacant deepness in her eyes as she's like watching everything from third person. It seems, in a way, on her face. But she does accept. She's going to, and you can rebut this if you like, but she's going to decline the armor and reluctantly accept the dagger and reluctantly accept teachings with the dagger.
Okay.
And this can be role played or past time and whatever you guys want, but
I have
that's
some
the
really
nature of
funny
things.
roleplay that Silas does with her, teaching her the dagger.
Okay, she kind of accepts. She's
Fine.
hesitant, but when she goes to attempt, it's what were you saying? I heard a
Oh, I
nod,
just said I had some
so
fun
I
RP in
must have-
mind with the dagger. Oh, I said
Okay.
if you didn't mind. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
No, I
accidentally
misheard.
interrupt you. Oh, you're fine. But Silas is like, Silas basically says, have you ever used a dagger before?
She just shakes her head.
All right, that's quite all right. We all start somewhere. So when you're using a knife, what you want to do is, it's a lot like skinning a pig or another farm animal. I speak from experience, of course. It's just important that you keep in mind that humans are just another animal, and internal conflicts aside, just as fragile. Um, and given most of our enemies that would come after you would be humans, remember that you already have the capacity to kill them. Does this make sense?
This is a phenomenal pep talk.
It really is. I'm just sitting there admiring. Oh, I'm not there. Never mind.
So she's inspecting
Yeah,
the dagger.
Silas is.
And she kind of looks at you.
He gives her a smile, probably one of the only genuine smiles that could be seen from Silas. But it is a little creepy, big, sharp teeth that kind of jut out. You have just as much ability to defend yourself as a lot of people. They're relying on your kindness, but they don't deserve it, do they?
She's listening and inspecting the dagger.
Now, there are, of course, many techniques with the knife. Most importantly is to understand the difference between straight grip and ice pick grip. That is, holding to the front and holding to the back. Holding to the front is better for defending yourself from oncoming attacks. It is what I would recommend. More adept users will hold it to the back. This is best for if you need to get through the gaps in armor. The bottom of your palm and the close alignment of your other hand will allow you to break right through certain gaps in heavier armors. For example, 013 here has a little slip right under near the torso area. And if you were to have an ice pick grip, you would hold it like this, and then you would go underneath. You would use the momentum, and at the angle that you would push it up and stab through. That would go directly to the heart. And many
You might
armors
notice at
have
this
this.
point she's 1,000-yard stare.
Is everything all right, miss? You look a little lost.
You said under the armor?
He kind of underneath the armor, yes. That is what the ice pick grip is best at.
What if there's 3 of them?
Well, multiple opponents are going to be difficult for even the most seasoned of warriors. But that is where you will put the blade to the front, and you will maneuver. It's important to note that no matter how many enemies you face, they can only attack you if they all approach you at the same time. Maneuver yourself into a situation where you will need to deal with one at a time, and then all you need to do is win a one-on-one fight 3 times.
All I have to do?
It's much easier than winning a 3-on-1 fight.
Thank you for the dagger. And she kind of sheaths it and starts rummaging with her trousers, trying to get it, like, concealed away.
Oh, you don't need to bother with concealment. Actually, having a knife will defer a lot of battles from a young woman. Keep it open. Let people know that you can threaten them.
She nods and relocates it onto the outside of her hip.
And this will be your hidden weapon if someone manages to disarm you. He hands her like a smaller throwing knife that's kind of in a small pocket. It's like, this could be right under the sleeve, just wrapped underneath your wrist. Pull it right out. Should an enemy think, oh, she doesn't have a dagger, surely she doesn't have another weapon, This will be for that occasion.
She accepts. Wordlessly again.
I hope I don't disturb you more than my people normally disturb humans.
So she kind
Just
of
know that.
speaks up for like
Oh, sorry.
the first real occasion. I don't know of your people.
That's
Strike
probably
me
for the
as-
best then. He says. Oh, sorry.
She nods. You strike me as good.
I strike you as good.
You're
Well,
teaching me to protect myself, are you not?
oh no, it's. I don't hear that often. That's all.
I'm not.
Well.
You
To you,
all of
I
you
intend to be
are
good.
respectful.
He gives a nod. And don't worry about the 3-on-1. I rather plan that you won't have to face that.
Well, I am traveling with all of you. You saved me before and defended me still when attacked by that wicked beast in the night.
Well,
She's
a
in
lot
the-
of that
she
goes
get-
to
she re-
013 here.
Oh yeah. She looks toward him that he's just been like, I assume stonewalled the whole time, just standing, observing.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah.
013 doesn't have much use for daggers, so they're not really the one to ask on how to properly wield that.
So night's approaching, and she says, she returns that bow that you gave her yesterday, and she says, thank you for your kindness, and for the protection you've given me, and I hope you all get everything that you seek in Akin City. And she's gonna walk off. Depending on where you are, she's walking towards
Once
you
she
upon the
does. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured we were in like a flat kind of roughshod training
Yeah.
area.
Once Silas sees her walk off, he says, I like her.
013 is just gonna turn around and leave the area, notably not going back to the inn once again.
Silas probably will go back to the inn this time.
Okay. Any rabble rousing? Any RP?
That's it for me. I think we're ready to fucking skedaddle out of here.
Only
Yeah,
thing
unless-
we need is both Baragon's armor and then the
Oh, yeah.
note from the
Just about to
blacksmith.
mention that, yeah.
Yeah, I figured you guys were getting that in the morning.
to
Yeah,
the
unless
bonus
someone
make
approaches.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I my bad. I thought they were like doing the whole training arc in the morning. My bad.
It was on the second day sometime. Afternoon is what I was thinking.
Gotcha. No, yeah, in the morning was when I was planning on it. My bad.
No worries. Alright, so we resting?
Yes.
Yep.
I was
Okay.
gonna say unless someone approaches Scooper, she's been very stressed the whole time. You know, she's just kind of calmly drinking the last night. She's fine with
So
it.
while
If
that
she- if she's
that
visibly
stress has
stressed.
been, you might yeah, you guys can RP that in a second, but while you have that stress kind of scraping your psyche, you do believe that you've remained well hidden and you've done a good job in kind of portraying a different kind of Kenku that wouldn't be akin to what you would look like.
Okay. Good.
And are you still
you.
fostering the disguise when you're drinking?
No, she's doing that in her room. She doesn't have that like out and about. That would
Okay,
be
yeah,
kind
so
of funny, but no, she.
doff the disguise, return to the group as yourself. Well, I guess whoever's
Yes.
drinking, which could be Severon, Nakali, I guess. Not 013. I don't think Agatir. Baragon, are you?
Silas was there the second night.
Okay, cool. That's yeah. Baragon, are you around? Are you gonna be drinking? Are you mingling with the group? You're muted, Doug.
Yeah.
All right. You guys want to do downtime activities or pastime?
No, I'm passing time.
I
Until
think
I
I'm
figure out
cool.
what my item is. I want to
Yeah.
finish figuring out what my item is.
Okay, so you're tuning to it at the tavern.
I meant like the next day. Tomorrow.
Sorry, I was muted. What I was saying was, I guess I wouldn't mind if someone wants to roleplay with me. Otherwise, I'm good to close out.
Yeah, that's
I'm
where
good.
I'm at too.
Yeah, I think we can
Okay.
skip on to
I was gonna say I don't really have anything to say to anybody. So.
0 hour.
Give me 1 second.
Geez, D, I'm not even ready.
Oh, you know what?
Goddamn.
You know what? I
Nice.
could roleplay her telling the party about this if we're all together, like before we depart. She does say, I'm trying to. Okay, can someone help me think of like an alias name that's not Iris or something? I can't really think of one.
Ivory. But if you want to go out of a
Ivory.
distance, go Sabina.
I like Ivory. She's gonna go with Ivory. So she kind of makes a little short announcement to the party that like, hey, this city we're traveling to, I'm wanted there. So I'm gonna put on a different persona when I'm there. I'm gonna dress differently. And I want you guys to refer to me as Ivory. Because we'll see wanted posters of me there. So
Ooh, what are you
Yes.
wanted
Fair
for?
enough.
Are you a Robin Hood type? Did you steal from the rich, give to the poor? Are you? Oh, are we talking about assassin work?
a nice mix of things to put it like that. But I'm wanted dead. So
Not even dead or alive. You're just wanted dead.
well, I guess we'll see what the posters say when I'm there. But as far as you guys know, I'm Ivory.
And how much are they paying?
None of your business, Severon.
Great question.
Very interesting.
She kind of has a smile, and then you can see the paranoia of like, oh shit.
I smile right after I say that.
Well, the only criminals I don't tolerate are those who prey on the poor or defenseless. Other than that, I don't mind sheltering people of any ill repute.
I just wanted to let you guys know.
Fair enough.
You better have some really good clothes. You
I've
stick
been
out.
working on that.
Oh, don't
Once-
worry. I actually have a nice prosthetic that I think I could use, a little mold to make it look like your beak is some sort of mask. Yes. I'm something of an assassin myself, you see. So disguises are important to me. Of course, they call me a bounty hunter, which is a government-approved assassin. So, but even then, getting the drop on your targets is important.
Well, I'd appreciate that.
Of course.
Well, Scooper, actually, I could lend you my mask if you'd like it, and you can transform into whatever you'd like.
Wait,
Mask of Many Things is not an item; it's an infusion. It's just a way to
Oh, is it?
preface. Yeah, it's just a invocation. It's a way to preface your ability to disguise. It's just the name says Mask of Many Faces.
Okay, so it's actually different from the mask.
Yeah, it's not
Oh.
the hat of disguise, so you couldn't
Oh,
give it
lame.
to them.
Lame.
But Silas has proficiency in disguise kits, so he could just disguise them.
Well, she
That
says
works.
she kind of smirks at all suggestions. She says, "Well, guys, this isn't my first time, doing something like this. It's just my first time with a whole party of people that know who I actually am. So as long as you guys are careful and don't shout, 'You, Iris,' across the entire, then we'll be fine."
Well, no
So-
disrespect. Well, no disrespect, Iris. Your disguise is. I mean, if they. Actually, wait, no, you're not in your disguise. I'm gonna change what I say. Silas is. Well, no disrespect, Iris, but there's a difference between surviving and thriving in the realm of criminality. Have you had much experience, disguising yourself? Because if you haven't, there's no shame in it.
I've had some experience, not a ton, but I've had some. And for the most part, it's gone pretty well. It's just everything else I'm not so good at.
Well, what I'd be scared of in the big cities is you looking like a Kenku. Because criminal or not, Kenkus are definitely seen as a criminal race, even though that's a bit unfair. So people might just decide that you are a criminal, and probably best that
Oh,
whatever your disguise is isn't a Kenku.
I know. Don't worry. I've got it covered. I'd appreciate that mask, though.
Of course. This is one a little bit. It will require me to kind of mold it a bit around your actual beak, but other than that, I do believe I could make it work. He pulls out like a plague doctor mask. Let me just remove the flowers in here.
As someone one of my favorite characters, Plague Doctor from Darkest Dungeon, this makes me so happy. By the way, just saying.
Blight.
We could split
I
it
was
right
playing
in the
that
middle
today.
here, so both sections go around your beak, and
Such a good
then
game.
we can wrap it around with
I-
a soft silk to keep it closed.
Hate that game.
Yeah, I know Darkest Dungeon.
Hate that game.
Fortunately,
Makes no
your
sense.
people are basically voice boxes, so you have no problem speaking, even with a bit of a cramp around the mouth. But I'll try to keep it comfortable all the same.
It's fine. Comfort is not important.
Well,
Comfort is a luxury, I should say.
well, I'll do my best to make it practical, with comfort being an important secondary. Yes. As yeah. Would I roll disguise kit, DM?
Yeah, go for it.
Awesome.
Sorry. I made a protein pizza. Fat free
Nice.
Okay.
cheese.
I rolled an
That free-
18.
Yeah, we got less than an hour.
Actually, is it based on Dex or Int?
I would say you'd use your choice.
Okay, then it's a 19.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you make the kit. It's rather comfortable for Scooper. And yeah, it makes her look entirely different.
I did
Yeah.
have a question, just world
Yeah.
building wise. Are Kenku fairly common, or at least common enough to have that reputation in this area?
I mean,
Or are we all pretty
for
unique
those
to
that
this
know
island?
of, for those that there's mostly humans, and then there's some elves and other scattered pieces of race of the regular races, scattered throughout the island, and that's about it. Kenku aren't super common. They're not completely foreign to this island, but they're not common. You'd find those that are traveled would know that you'd find more of them probably in Vasuna, and maybe Noria. Other than that, they're going to be scarce, and a Kenku in general, especially in the middle of the island, is going to stick out.
I was just curious from a world building perspective. That was all.
Shit, it's all I've been doing the past week.
By the way, Scooper, there is a question that's been burrowing into my mind that I feel only you and I could relate to. So, indulge my curiosity a moment.
Yes. Sorry, I burned the fuck out of my thinking in real time, but I'm listening.
He says, how do you feel about your race and entire people being seen as criminally proficient? I mean, are you proud of that, given you are a criminal? Or are you like, well, I am a criminal, but I still don't like it? Where do you stand on that?
I'd say closer to I'm a criminal and I don't like it. I've never really been around a lot of Kenku before. Like, you know how there's humans everywhere. You got human mom and human dad and human uncle and human aunt. I never really had that. So she kind of says that with a lot of discomfort. So it's hard for me to envision how they can. Not that I've never seen one before. I've never really been close to one. So I don't really know. I don't
Well,
feel good about it.
Well, let me tell you, I've had exclusively good work from all the Kenku criminals that I've worked with. Very good at forgery. Incredible, really. Some of the best criminals I've ever known are Kenkus. So, personally,
Does that include me?
well, we haven't known each other very long, but yeah, you're pretty good at being a criminal. As far as I'm aware.
Man, I really burnt the fuck out of my pinky. One of my slices of pizza almost fell between the wall and the stove, and I was like desperately trying to catch it. Like, no! It hurts.
Happens to the best of us.
I mean, I caught it. I caught the whole pizza. At least. Pizza. Pizza.
Nice.
Colton, or sorry,
Yeah.
DM. I'm going to go in my lamp, and I'm going to push one of my sofas to make space, and just drop all my money to make a treasure pile, and then I'm gonna come back.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So they had that interaction. If you would like to meditate and try to either attune to the wand or discover its properties, you can use a short rest this evening before retiring for the night, and then the travel in the morning. You can choose one of the two to do so. You'll automatically get an intuitive understanding of either how it functions and how to use it, and then deeper knowledge on what it does.
Yeah, I'll just do it right now. I'll take the short rest.
Okay.
Go into my my room and do that. Yep.
Must be cathartic. Go into the lantern, dump your treasures, sit on it, and learn about your new weapon.
Amazing lifestyle.
Does the Genie
Alright.
Warlock really not say all the items are explode out of it when you're done? Does it really just let him keep staying there?
No. Once it needs to be broken, the lantern.
Oh, okay.
But you wouldn't know how to.
How to break the lantern?
It's a secret.
I mean, it's
Secret,
just a
secret.
fucking,
I've got a
fucking
secret.
lantern. Just smash.
Is we got you're
Just smash
reaching
it.
into the depths of homebrew, sir.
Oh, okay.
All right. Any other
I guess the
activities this
only
night?
thing is just I just wanted to mention that 013 is actually not taking a long rest. They're just endlessly pacing the outskirts of the town. So I understand the
Okay.
consequences that come with that.
Yeah, it's 1 point of exhaustion.
Hmm.
Okay. All right.
Robot
So
getting exhausted is a funny image.
I like when characters do stuff like that, though. Like, hey, I know this isn't like the optimal gameplay, but this is what my character would actually fucking do.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
how I
it's
play
very
too.
non-meta. It's cool.
Fucking anti-meta, yeah. Love it. It's good shit.
Would I have been able to at least figure out the magic items, or are we calling that a no because 013 is
Yeah,
occupied?
you could have done well. Yeah, you kind of got to choose. I would say after talking to Sorsha, you could have spent a short rest, similar to what Severon just did, to do one of the same things to kind of learn the properties or attune to it.
I guess yeah, I'll do that. I'll attune to it just so I can use them. I don't need
Okay.
really a deeper understanding. And then yeah, like I said, no long rests, just endlessly pacing the outskirts of the town.
Okay. All right.
All right.
The town is safe for another night. And morning strikes. I assume everyone does their morning rituals. You guys would find a kind of some minor commotion because not a whole lot happens, and it's a bit of a spectacle to see someone of Ser Astor's status kind of collecting himself to venture out, as well as the 7 individuals that have been frequenting this small town in the past week, because it's now been, I think this is like your 8th day of the adventure, or no, I'm sorry, this is your 9th or 10th day of the adventure. Passing time. But yeah, he would be past the markets toward the southern gates with a double horse carriage, with enough room for the 7 of you, or sorry, 6 of you in the back, depending on who gets back there, and probably one more in the front.
And then also
And
our
it's not like they're gonna
our
be galloping, so you can
new
walk as
friend.
well.
And she's coming with us too, right?
Yeah. So you guys can, I would say yeah, you guys can pack in. But yeah, Sorsha agreed, and she still has the 2 daggers that you gave her.
All I have to say is I'm definitely in my disguise.
You're in your disguise?
No, you know what? I didn't think about how far away it was. I should wait till I'm there. Never mind. Well, I have my
Yeah, and
disguise.
I was gonna reach out, kind of a meta olive branch, to say like maybe I don't know if Scooper would want to do the disguise with the party that Scooper's associated with, you know.
Well, I will say her disguise now probably looks different from her disguise last night, given I worked on it. Like it probably
Sure,
is
no,
a
of
different
course. It's
look.
like I
But
said,
no,
it's
either
an
way.
entirely different. It's an entirely different Kenku. I said that, but my point being, there's these 6 freaks and a Kenku, and then you just swap the Kenku out for a different Kenku. It's not the disguise doesn't work as well. You know what I mean? That's what I meant.
Yeah.
But that's where
I
Ser
get
Astor
you.
would be waiting. You guys would have to collect Sorsha from the apothecary, which is where she's pretty much been staying.
Yeah. I imagine we do. Also, I just wanted to make it clear, because I think I misspoke. My goal of the new disguise is to make her not look like a Kenku, if at all possible.
Okay,
Make
sure.
it look like she's wearing a mask and stuff like that.
Okay,
But
yeah. So you kind of, I would say, beef her up, so it almost looks like a plague doctor dwarf instead of a slender Kenku. You kind of changed her
now I need a
silhouette
plague doctor dwarf character, but thank you.
But yeah, so it's an
I
entirely
just
different
imagine
silhouette.
the
Looks
uncomfortable
different. The way
amount
it's
of
connected
padding.
to her is uncomfortable. It makes her walk different. So it's a great disguise. Your kit worked very nicely.
Awesome. Thank you so much, DM. Sorry about that.
All good.
Paragon, you're gonna get your armor too before we leave.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to make sure that happens.
So does everyone arrive as a group after grabbing Sorsha?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Yep.
Alright, I would say
I can roll a lot. I can arrive separately. Makes
Oh
more
yeah, I
sense.
forgot about that.
I'm grabbing my stuff.
yeah. So I would say Baragon. He explains that it'll be 20 gold, and he says, "No, I fixed the links. I smelted some some fresh iron for the edges of your mace, and all in all, it's almost good as new, basically. And you get presented with your armor, which you can choose to, I would say, put on as you go, and approach Ser Astor.
And I also went and got the list.
Okay. Wait, what list?
The list for that he was gonna get after talking to the apocrypha.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you
The
guys went
lady.
together then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, your kind of the list of materials that he might need to eke out
Yeah.
something with this this displacer beast hide. And considering how much like the next adventure is gonna be, I would say we call it here.
Sounds good.
Okay.
We're venturing
Yeah,
across
works
the
for me.
island, and
Understandable.
That is true, yeah.
A sad
lot
okay.
this next
Very
next
sad,
week.
okay.
It's that okay. Blame Roderick. It's Roderick's
Yeah.
fault. Everybody boo
Well, I wanna
Roderick.
have,
Boo, Roderick.
Boo!
Oh, boo, Roderick.
I thrive off of suffering.
Me too. That's why I'm gonna go play Trials.
I hope you realize that I'm not role playing when I'm Agathir.
What, you're a furry?
I'm not.
Well, I mean,
Maybe I am.
I'm not role playing when I'm as Baragon either.
I'm not role playing when I'm Silas. I'm just role playing when I pretend that I'm cool.
Yeah, I think you're cool.
You're wrong, but thank you.
Nah, you're cool. Everyone here's cool.
Real fast, Colton. Did my did my gear get any upgrades or anything, or am I still just sitting where I'm at?
Yeah. I would say just like a +1 to both.
To both of them?
The
Okay.
mace and the armor.
That's pretty good.
Sounds good.
That's pretty
Damn.
damn good, yeah.
That's really good at our level. That's nice.
Hell yeah.
Love her, our cat friend. Any other?
He's gonna be
I
our.
love it.
He's gonna be our tank, anyways.
Oh yeah. You kind of fucking need a tank.
Did you already end the stream?
No, we're still on. Bye, stream.
I like how people